Cinemark is operating, and IMAX is steady. Thus, why is AMC acting in such a manner that is so distinct from the rest of the industry? What's up? In light of this, let's begin with the general movement of the market. Something significant was brought to light by a tweet sent out by Dave Murphy not too long ago. In April, Cinemark had a successful run, reaching approximately $30.89 before falling to $28.69. However, here is the most important thing to keep in mind. At first look, you would assume that a minor retreat is cause for anxiety. Not only AMC is going through this kind of thing, it is happening all around the theater industry that this kind of trend is taking place. Therefore, it is essential to have a clear understanding that what we are witnessing is not a unique incident before making any hasty judgments. For the time being, let's concentrate on AMC. Late in the month of April, AMC hit approximately $1.94, and more recently, it closed close to 45 cents. Yes, that is a discernible decrease. Nevertheless, here is something that a lot of people overlook. At the beginning of the same month, the price of AMC was approximately 93 cents. Because of this, the stock is still much higher than it was when it first began trading. Even after this dip, the context is important here. A short-term downturn does not cancel out an overall increasing trend in the market. However, we cannot just state without question that everything is in the typical range. In all likelihood, there are indications that point to presence of atypical behavior, possibly even suppression. However, in order to have a complete understanding of it, you need to differentiate between the behavior of the entire industry and the pressure that is special to the stock. In addition, when you do that, things begin to become more transparent. Now, let's speak about the fundamentals, because this is where AMC really begins to differentiate itself from the competition. The fact that AMC is succeeding in filling more seats and generating more revenue, despite the fact that there are fewer movie releases than there were before the epidemic, is one of the advantages that is currently being neglected the most. That's a very big deal. Give it some thought. There is less stuff, but the performance is better. You might deduce from this that demand is not only alive, but also developing. Re-releases are yet another component that the majority of people feel they are lacking. AMC has been quietly cashing on older films as well, despite the fact that everyone is concentrating on new blockbusters being released. AMC is in a position unlike any other to reap the benefits of these re-releases, which have been working exceptionally well with their audiences. How come? Simply because they have a greater number of displays than any other company in the industry. This indicates that they are able to present both recent hits and older classics simultaneously without compromising either one of them. This adaptability is a significant edge over other competitors. For this very reason, the leadership of AMC has proposed that the box office does not have to recover to the levels it was at before the pandemic in order for the company to be profitable. There has been a change in the company model itself. We are no longer only concerned with volume. Rather, we are concerned with efficiency and making the most of each screen. Having said that, let's talk about the emotional aspect of the situation, because it is also important. As a result of the fact that many investors have been holding AMC for a considerable amount of time, a 2-week drop should not upset your entire vision. It is certain that you will see short-term volatility if you've been in this business for an extended period of time. The important question is whether or not the long-term thesis has been preserved, and it is abundantly evident that it has been preserved based on the facts. Institutional conduct is yet another powerful indication that suggests something. Not just average investors are exhibiting interest in this opportunity. Not only are large institutions maintaining their positions, but they are taking even more of them. The mere fact of that ought to cause you to halt and reflect. The judgments that these companies make are not influenced by hype. They are interested in facts, trends, and value over the long term. In addition, despite the fact that theaters have been considered extinct for a number of years, the actual numbers are presenting an entirely different narrative. There's only one explanation for the fact that theaters were packed, massive openings were held all over the world, and millions of people attended in just a few days. There is still a significant void in the market for movies. Ticket sales are not the only source of revenue for AMC. Concessions, food, drinks, and other in-theater transactions also contribute significantly to the company's overall revenue. This provides an additional layer of profitability, which is something that many people fail to grasp. At this point, let's return to the topic of the price action. While other firms, such as Cinemark and IMAX, have had a minor increase, AMC has experienced a worse decline. There are questions raised by this disparity. Is it merely the conduct of the market, or may there be another factor at play here? Mainly due to the fact that when the fundamentals are solid but the price moves in the opposite direction, it indicates that the stock may be influenced by factors from the outside. The idea that there is an effort to drive regular investors out of the market in order to give institutions more control is one way of looking at the situation. If you look at the most recent headlines, you will see that there is almost anything negative to say about AMC. Indeed, the majority of the updates are good. Strong box office performance, rising financials, and strategic upgrades. One of the only developments that has been neutral to negative is the increase in shares that occurred as a result of a program that was announced earlier. However, even it did not come as a surprise. It has been known and anticipated for some time. The level of downward pressure that we are observing cannot be explained by this. Therefore, then there is the interest that is short-term. The official data indicate that the levels are reasonable. However, the course of history has demonstrated that these figures are not always true. These kinds of circumstances have occurred in the past, where the data that was published did not accurately reflect the actual level of brief exposure. When you consider the significant percentage of trade that takes place off exchange, which is approximately 77%, the situation becomes even more worrisome. This can lead to a distortion in the process of price discovery when such a significant amount of trade takes place away from public exchanges. It is possible that the price that you are seeing does not accurately reflect the actual demand. We are now at a point when things become much more intriguing overall. Despite all the difficulties that AMC has encountered, including restrictions on debt and limitations on operations, the company has continued to push the boundaries of innovation. As an illustration, the introduction of XL auditoriums is one example. With the use of these larger displays, AMC is able to increase the value of each ticket without having to rely on premium formats from outside sources. Higher profit margins and increased control over revenue are the results of this. And this breakthrough did not take place during a period of relative ease. The event took place at some of the most restrictive times in the history of the company. Now that a significant number of these obstacles are being eliminated, AMC is entering a phase that is far more adaptable and has the potential to be lucrative. Taking a look into the future, forthcoming results can be a significant trigger. Using Cinemark's recent achievements as a standard, which include exceeding revenue predictions, increasing attendance, and reducing losses, we can get a glimpse of what might be in store for AMC in the near future. Moreover, given that AMC works on a more extensive scale, the potential for profit could be even more substantial. In the meantime, the market as a whole is exhibiting signals of both instability and instability. Currency fluctuations, interventions by central banks, and movements in liquidity are each contributing to the creation of an environment that is volatile in ways that are not immediately visible. These macro issues have the potential to impact the movements of market stocks. As a result, when you take everything into consideration, including the robust fundamentals, the increasing attendance, the institutional interest, and the continued innovation, you get a picture that is very different from what the stock price alone may suggest. This is a straightforward lesson to learn. Take a deeper look than what meets the eye. The true tale is always at a deeper level, and at this very moment, the story of MC is still being written. I'm sorry, guys, but it's all we have now for you. Regarding the stock of AMC, what are your thoughts? Become engaged and share your